Good morning. It is Monday morning, the 20th of March. I'm just getting my coat on because I'm going to walk into town. I'm meeting some old friends, mums from Lilia's, my eldest daughter's time at primary school. She'll be 17 this month, so I've known them quite a long time and we're kind of scattered all over the country now, but we're all in the same place for a cup of tea today. So I'm going to walk into town and try and walk off some of the excesses of the weekend, because I was at a yarn show on Saturday and had the most amazing chips for lunch, and then it was Mother's Day yesterday and we had a Chinese takeaway. It's quite chilly, so I'm going to put a scarf on, but I suspect I'll get quite warm with the walk. I'm heading in a bit early because I thought I'd have a little mooch about a couple of charity shops before I meet them, because that's always nice. So I thought I'd film a little vlog. I'm going to be starting April vlogs, so it's a vlog every day in April. So I thought I'd do this vlog and then have a little bit of a break before coming up for April vlogs. And I already missed last week. I do try to publish a video once a week, but I missed last week because it's just been so full on. We're in the midst of such a huge declutter. You can see boxes behind me here. That's a new desk for Phoebe's bedroom. You can see this is all stuff here in a gigantic pile to go to the boot sale. And then over here in the living room, we've got stuff getting sorted for the charity shop. Boxes of Lego that we're putting into their sets. See all here? Games being sorted out. These are the boxes, the cardboard boxes we bought to start packing away Lego properly, so that they can all stack in boxes that are the same sizes in the little area we've got up in the loft for Lego storage. Oh, I pressed something. Let's go and walk. Get my earphones in. I'm listening to, my audiobook at the moment is Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. I'm only about half an hour in. And it's brilliant so far. I've got so many questions.
How were Faye and Francesca?
They were good. I am home. I can't quite get comfortable. I thought I'd show you what I picked up. So I had a lovely little walk into town and back. I met up with my friends and we had a lovely time catching up and exchanging stories of symptoms of the perimenopause and what our girls are up to. So their daughters are the same age as my eldest daughter Lilia, who will be 17 this month. And but they've both got older children as well, whereas I've got a younger one. So it's really, really lovely to catch up with them. One of them moved to Cornwall about a year ago, so it's just really lovely to hear the stories of rural life and adjusting to this exciting new existence they have. It's really good. But before I met them, I had a little trawl around the town charity shops, and I have got some book bargains. I don't need to buy any books, but I can't resist a really good book bargain. I'll just get them out of my bag. Okay. So I bought, I'm just looking at the pile going, okay, maybe a little bit too many, but look at these. They are all looking good. Well, one of them's upside down. They all look like I've just basically picked those up in a Waterstones, don't they? So I will go through the ones that I bought and why. And the first one I got for £1 in cents. I'll just take the little label off the front. There we go. Is Open Water by Caleb Asuma Nelson. That's the front cover. Trying to just put it at an angle to stop the reflection from the window. It's quite a short book. How many pages? 144 pages. That's a really short book, but it's a little thing on the front here says it was nominated for the Costa Book Awards and won. So I should say, not nominated, it won the Costa Book Awards a couple of years ago. And I think it was a debut novel, I think. I don't know much about it. And it's set in East London, South East London, which is basically not far from where we live and where I work. So I thought that was really interesting. It's by a black writer, and it just sounded like a really good story, and the little quotes on the back from people sounded good as well. So I won't say much about it because I don't know anything about it and I haven't read it, but I will let you know when I do. So £1 that was. And in the same shop, in cents, I picked up a book by an author that's, I think, very famous. I certainly recognise his name, but I've never read any of his stuff. David Baldacci. There we go. And it's a Christmas book. The Christmas Train. It sounds a little bit like Planes, Trains and Automobiles on the back. It says, disillusioned journalist Tom Langdon must get from Washington to LA in time for Christmas. And then it says, mysterious goings on, rude awakenings, thrilling adventures, screwball escapades and holiday magic. Yeah, it sounds like it's a nice Christmas one. I won't read this until later in the year, probably. Again, I won't go into great detail about it because I don't know. Maybe I'll just read you all the blurbs, but that might get a bit boring. I'll link all the books and then you can go and have a little investigate on Amazon. And then I got, I can't remember which charity shop this one was from, but it was also for £1. Actually, this might have been in the YMCA bookshop. Oh no. Oh no. The label has ripped. I'll have to work on the label. I will get it off eventually. But it's the Readers of Broken Wheel recommend by Katarina Bivald. And it struck me because I think the writer is Swedish. I'm not sure. It doesn't say. It says she lives in Sweden, and it's about a bookshop. It's about a young Swedish girl. Oh well, she's in her 20s, and she decides to leave this small place she's from in Sweden and move to Iowa in the United States and open a bookshop. And it just sounded like, and I think it's the first bookshop the town has had. And it just sounded like a really interesting read. It'll be better when I've got the stickers off and I can show you the cover properly. I read the first few pages in the shop. I like the style of writing. So I got that one. And then, brand new, never been read, another Lisa Jewell book. It was £2. I really quite liked the one I read. So Lisa Jewell was an author in the early 2000s that I read quite a lot of when it was kind of nice little romances and things. She wrote Ralph's Party and a few others. And now she writes a bit more sort of easy reading thrillers, and I really enjoyed The Family Upstairs, and I'm keeping my eyes peeled for the sequel to that in charity shops, but I haven't found it yet, so it is on my birthday list. So I've picked this one up because I saw it. I Found You, Everyone Has Secrets, What If You Can't Remember Yours? So it says, Lily has only been married for 3 weeks when her new husband fails to come home from work one night. She's left stranded in a new country where she knows no one. Alice finds a man on the beach outside her house. He has no name, no jacket, and no idea what he's doing there. Ooh. So I think this sounds like a nice page-turner, mysterious thriller type read. Another bargain. And finally, in the YMCA shop, again for £2, is this one, Underbelly by Anna Whitehouse. And it just sounded really interesting. On the back, one of the comments is, I don't think I've ever turned the pages of a book so quickly. It says, Lo and Dylan are living parallel lives, worlds apart. Lo is the ultimate middle-class mother, all perfectly polished Instagram posts and armchair activism. Dylan is just about surviving on a 0 hours telemarketing job from her flat, trying to keep food on the table. But when they meet at the school gates, they are catapulted into each other's homes and lives with devastating consequences. So yeah, I've never heard of this book. It's a lovely hardback, really good condition for £2. So what's that? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. £7 for 5 brand new books. Pretty good. So that's going to go in my ever-increasing pile of books to be read. And you will have also seen that I undertook a little rescue as well. On my walk back, I saw this little bedraggled bunny soaking wet and caught on thorns, and I couldn't get to it, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it on my way home. So when I got back, I picked up one of the this toy grabby hand thing that I had when I was growing up, and it's now in Phoebe's room. And I went back and I parked in a nearby car park, and I walked back to where it was, and I scrabbled amongst the thorns and caught my hands and my coat, and eventually I managed to grab it. We've got a lot of funny looks. It's quite a busy road. And it's in the washing machine now. So once it's all cleaned, I will first see if I can find its rightful owner, I'll have to get Dan to post on Facebook because I'm not on there, and see if we can return it. And if not, he or she will be our rescue bunny. So it'll need a name if it ends up living with us. So I just couldn't leave it. And I came home to, this might be my last one actually. My mum bought me a subscription to Simply Crochet magazine last year. Oh, there's bits with it. Oh, I love that on the front cover. Yeah, she bought this for my birthday last year. My birthday's next month, so probably this will be my last one, or next month will be my last one. It's come with 5 Weather Friends stitch markers. Quite like those. It usually comes with a little extra booklet. Oh, it's come with 2. Oh, so this is it's a pattern from Rowan. Melina by Marie Wallin. Oh, that's lovely. Little sort of beachy cover up. And then we've got the cutest crochet toys to hook, amigurumi veg patch pals. How cute is that? I love a bit of amigurumi, as you know, if you watch my other channel. And then this is the pattern on the front cover. Look at that for a granny square cardigan. Oh, you can't quite see what it looks like. Let's have a look. I'm going to have a bath later, so I shall look forward to reading this in the bath. Oh, it's a long one. Oh, it's like proper long cardigan. Ooh. I mean, you wouldn't have to make it that long, of course. Look at that. It's like a wearable blanket. Oh, I really like that. That's so fun. Stop rambling about crochet. So sitting on the radiator, fresh out of the washing machine, is our little bunny friend, who is pink, not white and grey. And she's probably been there for a long time because her ears are really stained green. So I think what I'm going to do is actually, I've got a Vanish bar. I might just give them a really good scrub with Vanish. Then I might put her through the machine again. She's got some staining on the back of her head. Can't really see it. I think I might be able to snip it out. It might be oil. I don't know if it's worth trying to find the owner. She's obviously been there for an awful long time. I'm in the loft and it's a little bit dark. I might move you to a different angle actually. That's better. We'll go for natural daylight with the loft behind me. So you can see I've just got a little door here. We've got 4 of these around the room to get into the front and back eaves of the house. It's not a lot of space. So as part of the decluttering, we've had a huge clear out of toys, particularly from Phoebe's room. And as part of that, they're all going out. But some of them I am going to save. It's something my mum did. She saved some of the most favourite and good condition ones that held a lot of memories and she knew we loved, for our children to play with. And my girls spent hours playing with Fisher-Price houses and strawberry shortcakes and toys from the 1980s basically. And then we passed them on, and some of them I'm going to keep to pass on again to our grandchildren if we're ever lucky enough to have them. And I'm going to do the same. I'm not keeping loads. It's going to be like 1 box. But I've got a big box in here that's full of toys that were in rotation. So when they were little, we used to rotate toys. So some of them, the Polly Pocket ones, were really good for playing with outside. They were water-based toys. And it meant that we put them away for the winter and got them out in the summer. But now they don't play with them. So we're probably going to take those to the boot sale when we do that in a few weeks' time. So I need to get those out of the loft ready to go out of the house, and then I'll have that box to put the toys we're actually keeping, which are currently in a box in our bedroom, and I don't want them there. So every little bit of decluttering we do, I'm trying to make sure it's thorough and absolute, so that I'm not just adding to more stuff that's in the loft, but if I'm going to make a space in the loft, it's time to get rid of that stuff. So I'm kind of doing it by category. So if it's toys and photographs, I'm going to get all the toys and photographs and declutter them. So that was quite a long explanation for something that's relatively simple. But basically I'm in the loft getting a big box of toys out, but it does mean moving a lot of other stuff. Oh, this was mine. Oh my goodness. I have to see if all the pieces are there. This is something they used to love, but I don't think we need to keep that. So that can go. It's a Skittle set from the Early Learning Centre, which no longer exists. Oh, this was mine too. Oh, I'm definitely not getting rid of this. I spent hours doing this as a child. Oh, I might be doing that one, as I might be doing a couple of childhood jigsaws to see the pieces are all there. Oh, we bought these in France, I think. Oh no, we didn't. Mumsies, £1. That's interesting. Mumsies. I remember playing with these a lot as kids as well. So here we've got the Polly Pocket stuff that was good for the summer, but that's going to go. I'm going to take this whole box downstairs, sort that out, ready for the boot sale. Oh, this is proper old. This is mine when I was a baby. Might have been a generation before that, actually. My kids played with it. Oh, amazing. Bolt toys. They're still going today. See how faded it all is. I'll definitely put that away for grandchildren. Might need a little bit of a repaint. Oh, look at this. I've put a picture, a very badly printed picture of what it looks like when it's all put together. So we know. It's like a roller coaster with a swimming pool that it splashes through. We actually, interestingly, bought it from a boot sale. There was people selling off tons and tons of Hello Kitty, including this house, the roller coaster. and like this party disco bus thing. So if we take it back to the boot sale, it'll be going for its 3rd round, assuming that they were new when we bought them. So that's interesting. So all of this stuff is going out, and I put to one side the stuff I'm keeping. So that's good. That's a whole box. So all the pieces are intact. It's not, you can see it's a bit wibbly wobbly because it's really old. This was from when I was younger than Phoebe, so we're talking about 40 years old now. So I don't think it would sell in a charity shop, and it would just end up probably going into landfill or recycling. And it's got so many memories for me. So this is one of the things that I think is a good thing to keep for future generations of our family, or to pass down. It doesn't take up any room. Tiny little box. I'm going to carry out a couple of box repairs. Right, that's only a 64 piece one, so it didn't take me long. This is a bit bigger. It's a nice little break from all the clearing, and Sarah's keeping me company on the Yarn Mugs podcast. It's post-bath. I have washed and kind of dried and straightened my hair, and I'm in my pyjamas, and I am going to read for a little bit before going downstairs to hang out and watch a bit of telly with the family. I've got my new little bunny friend here. I really hope no one comes forward to claim him, actually. Can't work out if it's a him or a her just yet. I know it's pink, but it just feels like a him. So you can see that the ears are still stained, but not as bad as they were after I absolutely smothered them in Vanish, then made a paste of bicarbonate of soda and soaked them for an hour in that. And then I dipped them in vinegar for half an hour and then put them back in the washing machine. So I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Yeah, so maybe he'll be with us for April vlogs, or maybe he'll be on his way home. Really soft. I'm glad I rescued him. So I'll say goodbye for now, and I will be back. So probably what I normally do when I do a daily vlog series is start the day before, so you've got something to watch on the 1st, because I film and then publish the day after I filmed. So I'll probably start filming on the 31st, which is Lilia's 17th birthday. So you've got something to watch on the 1st, or I might even start a bit earlier than that. I'll see how I feel, but I'm not going to film anything between now and then, have a little bit of a break. Well, when I say that, I've got the yarn show that I went to. I'm doing a big vlog about that on my other channel. And if you're interested in knitting and crochet, I've just released a podcast over there as well. So lots of lovely things to watch if you feel so inclined. Oh, and I wanted to mention a YouTube channel that I've been watching and really enjoying, and it was on the recommendation of one of my viewers, and I'm really sorry I didn't make a note of who it was that recommended her, but she's called, the channel is called What Victoria Read. It's quite a small booktube channel, And I've been watching loads of her videos recently. I just really like the way she talks about books, and I find her really interesting. I value her opinion, and she's an English teacher in Britain and she reads a lot. And I've been really enjoying her videos, so I'll link her channel underneath if you're interested in going and having a little watch of those. And I will see you for April vlogs. Exciting! See you soon. Bye.